Another episode of the Dope Conversations podcast. I'm your host and your girl, Kim Bella. And listen, I'm getting ready to have a dope conversation today. I have my husband and my brothers from another mother here today. And the cow goes crazy. Wow! Wow! Please have a seat. Have a seat. I'm just joking. What's up, y'all? So listen, I want to introduce the table. These are like my brothers, seriously, like the hubby and then the brothers. So y'all know Binky Bell.
What up?
Kyle Marshall. Kenny Crump.
What's happening?
And Gary Barnes. Listen, I wanted to have a dope conversation with them today because they have been friends for over 30 years. Where we doing that at still? Y'all might be, but I'm just telling you what I see on a daily basis. And I just thought that it was very beautiful, on top of being amazing, the brotherhood and the friendship that they have. I don't even know if they call each other friends, really. I think it's just brothers. You know what I mean? And so I wanted to share this conversation with you all today, just so that we can kind of get the inside scoop on what keeps them glued together. So with all that being said, Binky.
What? What you want to know?
I want to start with you. I want
Okay.
everybody to go around the table to tell everybody a little bit about themselves.
We'll go with Kyle.
Oh, okay, we start with me.
Okay, so now with Binky, we're going to Kyle.
All right, Kyle Marshall. Just from
Audi.
Northeast Nashville, Parkwood. I think that's probably where we all about close to where most of us met and playing basketball around the neighborhood over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just got my family, got married, got one son, and just living life.
Yeah.
Living life.
Kenny.
Hey, I'm Kenneth Crump. Got my dessert business, Ooh Daddies. A lot of people know me from that. Trying to be the best me I can be.
There you go.
That's it. I'm a famous nobody.
G.
Hey, I'm Gary Barnes. Grew up on the northwest side of Nashville, over on the Kings Lane side, and I think I might be the only odd guy out of this whole thing, and that's why we'll get into this stuff and we'll start to talk about how we met and stuff like that. But overall, man, just out here trying to do great things out here in the community, trying to develop the youth, trying to just make Nashville look beautiful. Definitely I'm in the building business. Just out here just trying to do things right. Got a lovely wife, been married for 19 years now. Within that, man, we just been pushing. Got 2 wonderful kids. Got one in the Ivy Leagues out at Dartmouth, and got one about to graduate from Cambridge High School. So man, life has been a full circle, and just happy to be just on the good side of it.
I love it.
Binky Bell, one of a kind. These my brothers. This is my beautiful wife. Y'all kind of seen me on here a couple of times, a couple of episodes. Y'all might be tired of me, but I ain't going nowhere. If she requests me to be on here, I will be on here. Y'all know my wife and my children. We almost kind of got a little what we call it. What is it called? We got our little. My wife keep us on social media, so we got a little, like Crump said, got a little fake little reality show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just a cool dude from around the way. All of us White Creek Cobras till we die. Yeah. But that's about it. Y'all know. If you don't know, you know now.
These are some awesome men. I love the humbleness about them, but they really are some stand-up guys, and we can really have a dope conversation. So you ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Let's go.
So I want to talk about how did you all meet? How old were you all? Like, I want to hear the story. Let's go. Who gonna start it off?
Man, I got it.
You got it? Come on, G, let's
I
go.
got it. First of
Well, we
all,
all got different perspectives.
We sure
Okay.
do. We sure
Okay.
do, definitely. But I like to also acknowledge there's a bunch of us that's not here at the table. We got a bunch of fellas.
It would be
that-
impossible to bring.
Yeah,
bring-
truly.
I don't know how we would do it.
Truly. But I'll tell you how this thing started. For me, from my side, notice, everybody said what, Northeast? I'm Northwest. So overall, it started off with Crump. We was in Miss Sweeney class. And the crazy thing about it, like,
What
I
grade was this?
Was it 7th grade?
Seventh grade.
At 7th grade,
yeah.
I was a stickler for not doing homework and stuff like that on the first few days of class. That was just me.
Yeah.
And Miss Sweeney, she was bold. She went on and gave some homework on that first day. And I went home. I said, man, I ain't doing that homework. I'm gonna get back up in class and I'm gonna tell her I ain't do the homework. And sure enough, on that first day, the second day or whatever, she asked, everybody got their homework. She didn't even want to see the paper. She just asked who didn't have it. I raised my hand. I looked around, and nobody else had their hand up. I looked back and I saw a mysterious hand back there. It happened to be Kenneth Crump. I said, that's my boy right there. So after class, we got close. And then I to cut a long story short, it all hit where me and Crump kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? We done took out a lick the first day, and then all of a sudden one day in gym, I didn't have my gym shorts and gym shirt. And so here I am, I don't know if I was bold or whatever, but I'm yelling down the hallway, man, anybody got some gym shorts and gym shirt? Because you'll get a straight 0. Ain't no reason to get no 0 in gym.
Not dressing
And so I heard a voice say, yeah, I got some. I got some. I look, it was a dark-skinned brother, real dark. So, and it was Binky. I said, yeah, you can borrow mine. Yeah, I ain't got no
Do
problem.
y'all remember this story?
He remembered. We in the hallway upstairs. He let me borrow him. I ain't even get him sweaty or nothing. I ain't even work out in gym. I said I'm gonna return them the same way. But I said, man, bro spoke up.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, he was cool with Crump.
Yeah.
I said, man, these little cool cats right here. So I just kept watching them. Then that's when Kyle and them came along. But that's my story of the meeting of them right there.
And this was at Ewing Park?
That was at Ewing Park.
Okay.
Me with Ewing Park was kind of segregated. They had teams.
Really?
So if you was on the A team or the
Yeah,
blue
so,
ribbon team or the gold team or the all-star team, Crump and G actually was on the gold team. So they had the same classes. We was on the all-star team where we had the same classes.
So if anybody is viewing this and they went to Ewing Park,
They
they know
know
what y'all
exactly
talking
what we're
about.
talking about,
Okay.
unless they switch some. Actually, my thing is when I always observe people.
Yeah.
So when I first seen Crump, he was walking down the hallway saying, I scored 2 points last night in a basketball game or something. But he had on these red flights. And I was like, them fresh little shoes. We was in the shoes and stuff. But he was talking about he scored like 2 or 3 points in the game. He was walking down the hallway kind of like chest out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, damn, 2 or 3 points. This nigga didn't do nothing in the game, man. So I let him go on and do his thing, but I never really just said nothing to him. But in my mind, I'm thinking, this nigga walking down the hallway with his chest out, talking about 2, 3 points. And the first time I met Kyle, I don't know if I met him, but I remember seeing him walking. And he just had this, like LL. I looked, I'm like, who think he hard right there? He hard right there. Because when I came to Ewing Park, I didn't go to the middle schools they went to. I don't think you did. You went to Kings Lane though.
Oh, Kings
So
Lane.
you probably knew
Kings
some of
Lane
the people
and
from
Joe,
your side, but like I didn't come. I went to Meg's,
Yeah.
and when I came to Ewing Park, it was like everybody was new for me.
Yeah.
And but it's ironic I'm saying that because they end up becoming how I initially looked at them, they end up becoming my closest friends of all time. But I think our biggest connection was in the 8th grade. That's when it really jumped on the
Is
point.
that Miss Smotherman?
Yeah.
That's when
Miss
it
Motherman brought it all the way together. All the way.
Miss Smotherman. Did she taught algebra?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so with all of that, so who played sports and like, did the bond get tighter with sports? Like, what brought the bond? Like, we the brothers.
Yeah, definitely sports, definitely football. First off, I remember Crump was out there in 7th grade. I remember he was out there because I kept saying.
Crump played football.
Yeah, but he was
Try it out.
I remember him being there. I remember him being there. I remember him being in trials. I remember the trials. But we was in our past though.
Yeah.
And I remember Coach Cox kept saying, Kenneth King, like, and he was like, I'm like, man, dude must be cold, cause like he just kept saying like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, and then Crump, even in the past he had the high booty. And I was like, yeah, I said, damn, dude must be a hell of a running back, you know what I'm saying, cause like he kept calling like Crump, like, come on, bro. I'm like, damn, like, cause I want to play running back, and I'm trying to size up my competition. I'm like, dang, I said, man, dude, hit the laces. I said, I ain't gonna never get to run the ball.
Man, I went out there that one day. I'm talking about one day, Bella.
Man, but Coach Cox was like, he was like,
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I probably ain't never told y'all this. Brandon Lawson, you know they had the little drill where somebody got the ball, somebody got a tackle.
Brandon Lawson gonna knock
Brandon Lawson was big as hell.
Yeah, he was.
Like he was big.
He was.
I went to church with this cat, so I'm thinking, how you gonna,
Gonna be easy on you.
I was tackling. I ain't never played
I didn't see
junior
none of
pee wee
this.
or nothing. This is my first time, but they kept saying, man, we want you to come out there and try out.
My
And
God,
I remember,
this was on YouTube.
man, listen, I remember Coach Cox, I don't know, it was Mercer, Cox, it was one of them.
Mercer, Cox,
and they
and,
said, we want you to try out at linebacker. I remember them saying it, but I think everybody went through the same drills or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, Brandon Lawson got that ball. All I remember is feeling something, and then it was a dust cloud. Man, that's all I remember, man. I looked up and he was running past me. I said, damn, he done ran me over. I said,
I
man.
ain't seen him on the field.
Nah, they seen me. That's what I'm saying. You don't even remember me out there. That's what I'm saying.
I remember.
You remember?
That's what I'm telling
Man,
you.
bro, that was
That was the first time I remember.
I said, nah,
dealing
man,
with
I ain't even
seeing
finna-
Kenny.
Yeah.
Then after that, in the hallways, it was just, I'd be like, I didn't like know him that well, but I was seeing. I was like, "Oh, dude, got all the little clothes." Because he had one of the outfits I remember he had they were like some kind of like some burnt orange look, or maybe gold, like hammer looking pants. And he had the little pants.
That was in 8th grade, kid. That was 8th grade.
7th grade.
Not on 8th grade. I know what you're talking about. I know what 8th grade. No. With the polka dot shirt, with the patent leather shoes. I had the whole
I had
fit.
the patent leather, huh?
If you look at you apart, look.
I think I'm gonna tell you why. It was 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade because I had seen you walking through the hall. I see you walking through the hall with an 8th grade girl. That's why I knew. That's why I think it was 7th grade because I was like, dang. I said, my man got the gift. I said, and he got an 8th grader with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so that's what I was like. I ain't really know him too well, but I was like, man, I said, my man must be on. You know what I'm saying?
These cameras get on, y'all just get the bacon stuff up there.
I'm telling you,
There's a whole lot of stuff coming out the wind.
Yeah, he had the flight, but I think
Well, but yeah, they had the blue flights.
Okay.
I think our real bond came in the 8th grade.
That's
Because
when
we
started.
met each other and
Out
saw
class.
each other and knew of each other.
Okay.
Me and G got real cool in the 7th grade because we wrestled.
Oh,
We wrestled. They
okay.
played basketball.
Yeah, I played basketball.
And we wrestled. That was in the same season.
Okay.
And then by the time we got in the 8th grade, we all wanted to be on the same team. So we got in that algebra class, and that algebra class gelled us. And,
Okay.
and we kind of, to me, that's what I think that's what we really,
And so,
really
who
became
grew up in
friends.
Parkwood? Just
just us
y'all
two, but
'Cause
he
I
was
know
over all
was-
the time.
yeah.
Before we even got to 7th grade, so we used to be down Pops Campbell house. Shout out to Pops Campbell
Pops,
and
Pops,
Drill and everybody.
And
Lil'
Lil'
Travis.
Travis, you know what I'm saying?
Dope boy.
We used to be over their house hooping all the time. They had a nice basketball court in the backyard or whatever. And Pops could hoop. But anyway, we'd be over there shooting, and Ray Sean would come through there. I actually met Ray Sean before him because he was in my sister class.
Which is my brother, by the way.
Yeah, Rayshawn. So in my sister class, and so I was up in Union Park all the time. My sister played volleyball, so I had already met and seen Rayshawn, and he would be over in our neighborhood, and he'd be like, man, y'all finna be in the 7th grade next year. He's like, yeah. He said, man, my brother is too. His name Binky, man. Y'all look, check for him. Y'all get there. You know what I'm saying? We were like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So once it was just.
Yeah, it all connected.
That's how it connected in 8th grade. Okay, so we grow up, we get to Whites Creek.
Oh, man.
Y'all said, now Binky told me a story. He said y'all had made a vow. Y'all not joining no gangs. Y'all not gonna
because at Whites Creek had fraternity.
Yeah,
y'all
be
an Alpha or Sigma and all that stuff.
And y'all didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
So y'all called each other a certain name, but y'all just stuck together. Y'all was the crew.
Yeah, a little crew. That time.
So give me some memories about the brotherhood and how y'all stuck together at Whites Creek. Shout out to Whites Creek, but I went to Maplewood. So I just wanted to.
We got some
we
brothers
always
over there
better.
too.
We always better than Whites Creek.
Over there too.
No,
Part of the crew.
Not ever.
The behind the scenes is saying never.
Not
Like
ever.
Whites Creek is it, huh? Okay, I'm saying
Whites
your
Creek
business.
was just a different, coming from Union Park, being in the 8th grade, you was at the top. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looked at you, everybody was at the top. Then when we came to Whites Creek, you kind of, as freshmen, you learn where your place is there really fast. Or you got to learn how to adapt really fast because the burning is extra high. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I think we came in as freshmen as we still thought we was just on that level.
We were.
Yeah.
I mean, we were because at the end of the day, you got to still give recognition to Union Park.
That's what.
Union Park dominated everything during our gap. Some people get to saying Jolton was it, and they'll get to saying Wright might have been it or whatever. But during our gap, just our gap. That's all we can kind of focus on.
Yeah.
We were the top dogs.
Y'all
Our
We
girls
were-
won the city championship in every sport.
I think they
in
were
every-
undefeated
in
in
every
basketball.
sport. In track,
too.
when I knew we
track.
was the truth in track
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
won 102, and everybody else had like single digits type stuff. So all of that momentum carried right into Whites Creek, and when we got to Whites Creek, it was just like one of them scenarios where us as men, we knew we was a cool cast and we were cool, but all of the girls kind of left us. They wanted to focus in on the seniors and the older. So we were just all
They
by
driving
ourselves.
now. We still get dropped
We
off.
was kind of like, man, we
Ride
just
the
kinda,
bus.
it wasn't nothing just us then.
And not only driving, some of them had good cars.
It was just us then, you know.
Oh,
We
yeah.
kind of, we was just studying us.
Yeah.
So
So is this where you are? That's where Marco came in.
Oh, Margo done been on the scene.
Lil
Yeah, been on the scene.
Ray.
All
and
them-
all of them.
I've been Margo. That was
Ray
8 years
was
old.
Ray came in at
still
Whites
Meigs.
Creek.
Okay,
Ray
Ray
was still
came
at
in at Whites
Ray was in my neighborhood, so that's the northwest side.
Okay.
So I always knew Ray, but he
Yeah.
was going to a weird school at that point. I'm thinking, man, why ain't you with us or whatever? But then all of a sudden, he jumped to Whites Creek, but
What's a story that you all can say, even if it's just one person or, where you can say, I knew this is my brother. He became more than my friend. He's my brother. Anybody got a story that they could tell? An incident that might have occurred, you could say, dang, it's my brother, man.
right there with Miss Sweeney class with Crump. He ain't got his homework, I ain't got mine. And we standing up for this right here. Yes.
Me and G was in the back of the class. I'm talking about last seats in the classroom.
That meant something.
Who got their homework? Man, I didn't want to raise my hand. That's why my hand wasn't raised.
I was up.
Dang.
Yeah, but I don't got it.
Man, G said,
I don't got it.
Liz, I remember
What?
G saying, you ain't got your homework either? I said, no. He said, oh, we gonna be all right. I promise.
Exactly how I said it. I know I said it like
oh, we
that.
gonna be all right.
Yeah, ain't nobody else out here like this out here. We cool.
Hey, G, one thing, what you were saying about starting at the bar, like G kind of was like, I'm gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? He had this black bag that had everything in it. The black bag was like magic. Like if you left out and you was ashy, oh God,
I'm
If,
I had everything,
if you
yeah.
needed some hair grease, you know what I'm saying, a brush.
If your body was
oh,
a
why's your hair looking like that today?
Tylenol?
Put some of this, you know what I'm
I can't
saying?
believe y'all are on this.
He had the brush. He had Tylenol.
Let me tell you what else is in that bag.
He had uniforms. If you forgot your shorts or something, you know what I'm saying?
Don't know where he got them from.
Man, the bag was magic.
You know what else was in that bag?
Was magic.
Some of your stuff.
Yeah.
You might get to go, I'm looking for this bag. Oh man, I oh, this looks like a pretty good hat. Gee, you knew this was my hat. Man, this is my brush right here. Oh, well, hey man, hey, just keep it for a
It
record.
could be
But
that.
yeah.
They might have left it somewhere. I just put it in the bag and kept on moving. You know.
So you would say G is your nurturer? He gonna make sure check out everybody?
I think our bond come from conversations though. I
Yeah.
think what I've learned about them, like when me and G used to wrestle, like sometimes we had these power drills. But me and G was sometimes we'll talk through the whole thing, but our conversation was kind of so similar. Like it's like we were going through the same things at the same time. It don't matter if I talked to him about it a month earlier, I didn't know he was going through, and now I talk to him, he'll be like, man, guess what? He'll tell me the same story that me and him may have had. Then I may talk to him, he'll be like, man, I should have told him. I'll be like, man, we just said, I'll be like, but that's one thing that I noticed about us. Like everything we went through, even down to us getting married, they were all kind of similar and around the same time.
Yep, that's the
Yes, it
truth.
was, right.
Yep, that's the truth. I agree with
Man, I'm gonna tell you one specific story.
Yeah.
We was at matter of fact, look, okay, this incident happened at Ewing Park, but I didn't find out about it until we was in high school.
Okay.
So when we was at Ewing Park, we had you was in a class and you went to a different class with the same people. We was all in the same class on the what was the name of it?
Blue Ribbon.
Blue Ribbon. No, I'm talking about 8th grade. It was called Blue Ribbon. Okay, Blue Ribbon. Blue Ribbon was Blue Ribbon was the upper class, and then we had some little lower.
Y'all
gonna be mad.
That was the 18.
Yeah, the 18. Yeah, they gonna be mad at me. I ain't studying. You can't talk to me now. So we was the upper class. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we took algebra, all that old type of stuff. So we had this science class, and man, this teacher, Miss Dunn, man, she was just rough.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Man, everybody in every class wasn't doing. Not everybody was failing, but everybody wasn't doing good. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing good.
Y'all trying to put this on camera?
No, he didn't say no names.
Nah, this is cool though.
We 47, 48 now, so I
They can't
feel
get
like
me now.
the statute of limitations is up. You feel me? So this story can be told.
Oh, this is bad.
No, don't worry about it. I'm 10 toes with you on this one, homie. You feel me? I'm 10 toes with you.
That's one thing y'all gonna do.
So everybody was doing doing bad in every class. So like I said, we in high school now. So we over G house. I think all of us was over there. And man, for some reason, G was just like, man, I gotta tell y'all something. We were like, what's up?
Well, first you gotta tell what she came in one day and said.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Because
Okay,
of this.
so
What happened? Then she'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, so like we in class one day and she makes this announcement. She has to make it to every class. But she's talking to us and she's like, I can't seem to find my grade book. And we were grade book, like what that
Remind
mean?
you,
What that mean?
Gen Zers, they used to actually write the grades.
Yeah,
in a book.
this-
It wasn't
this-
computerized.
Yeah, it is a book, everything's written down and you know.
And that's how it was documented.
So she can't find the grade book, so everybody, like she just has to estimate everybody's grade.
When we all had a
basically.
clean slate.
It's
Like everything from this point forward.
Yeah.
That was probably good a little bit.
For a lot of people.
For
Now,
everybody.
now, I don't.
A lot of people, yeah.
Now,
Everybody.
now, I don't think.
Like all six, she had five. She taught five, six
Everybody.
classes. So
Yeah.
so
Not
all
everybody.
Now I don't think I was failing.
You was failing. The The book
I know
said
you
so.
still got. I know you still got
The book. It's on my mind.
G got.
The book
I think I
said
know
so.
where this story's going. Yeah.
G got the book. At the end of the day, G got the book. But anyway, I don't think I was felon, but I knew I wasn't. My mom and dad wasn't gonna be too pleased.
Yeah,
You understand?
gotcha.
So G like, one day we over his house and he like, yo man, I gotta show y'all something. So he throw the little book out. We was like, what is this? He was like, man, y'all remember we was in Miss Dunn class? Man, I think Binky was like, man, you lying.
The word hell yeah.
Man,
Boys on there.
when I tell
them how he got it.
Kim, when I tell you, I was like, my mouth dropped to the floor like, bro, like, man, how did you do
Went up there and
Now,
sat
I
his
know
boots on top of
specifically,
us,
listen, I know specifically, my homeboy, Jason Clark and Chris Jenkins was hype about this. I know for them niggas was hype, like, yes! Man, so we asked him, said, G, how you do this? G said he walked up to the desk, so, you know, G kind of suave, you know, but he kind of like a sneaky suave, you understand? So he walked up, he got his little bag, the black bag, everything else.
Everybody complain about the bag.
He sets it down on the desk, on top of the books, unbeknownst to her, and asked her something. Okay, all right. Picks up the book while he got the bag.
He know the whole
and steps on up out of there.
It wasn't the bag. The bag was down. The bag was down by the desk, and I went up
put your
there
book up
because
on
I
top
couldn't
of
go
it. Oh, you
home.
put your
I couldn't
book,
go home
yeah.
with an F.
Yeah.
I couldn't. And I was sitting in the 36 range.
Yeah.
So it wasn't no digging this
it
out of
was a
there.
F.
And then so we had Rashonda Rolanda Gooch in the class.
Strong.
We had Rashonda Rolanda Gooch in the
And
class.
they small.
And they straight A's.
Yeah.
They straight
And they
A's.
back there crying. They crying. They saying, I don't know how I'm feeling. I said, y'all feeling too? Also, just like me. Just like me. So I said, you know what? I gotta figure
Fix
this out.
this, yeah.
So I went up there. Miss Dunn, put my books. So what did you say about that question right there? No, okay. No, okay. All right, thank you. Slick.
Like,
Got up out that class.
We didn't find out. It had to be at least
man.
like at least 2 years.
Oh my God.
It had to be at least 2 years, man. I'm talking about at that point right there.
That's what you
I said, oh no,
I
this
saved
is
the day.
my nigga right here. You feel me? I'm talking about with the hard
the day
end.
for real.
You did.
I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Miss Dunn was
G
not.
for president.
Look, that
G
is not.
for president.
Hey, look,
You feel
world.
me?
That is not the right thing to do at all.
That's right.
But let me tell you, this lady was in the wrong. She had the smartest of smartest kids failing.
Oh, yeah.
And they couldn't even dig themselves out of it. People were in class crying and whatever. And look,
That was bad.
when I did it that same day, we were down in Miss Perry's class. And so we all in there. A knock hit the door.
I don't even remember.
Miss Dunn, yeah, you do. Here go, Miss Dunn was at the door. I can't find my grade book. And so Miss Perry's like, what? Are you kidding?
And I love his face.
By this time, I'd already had it in the locker. I'm good. They gonna have to find this. Some dogs gonna have to come find this grade book. Man, but I'm talking about, man.
But that needed to be done.
It had to be done.
That needed to be done. I'm gonna
On
give
the
you a
sake
pass.
of me,
Yeah, I'm gonna
on
give
the
you a
sake of
pass.
me, I could not. I would not have been able to play sports. I know that because my mama was on me on that. Like,
That was it.
bring home another bad grade.
Yeah.
Miss Dunn was clinching this
and the
thing.
coaches back then wouldn't let you play. You know, they might use
yeah.
That was worth 5 licks right there.
Yeah.
That's 5 licks
So
with
that
the
was
holes in the paddle.
Yeah. So as we grow up through high school, y'all have a million stories. I know whenever y'all get together, when we go to each other's houses, y'all run the stories off like back to back to back. Is there a memorable story that y'all will always like, hands down the best story ever?
Yeah, but it ain't made for this camera.
So
The best story ever. It ain't made for this camera.
I like to always reminisce BJ though.
That's what I was getting ready to go
Like
to.
anything,
Yeah, BJ.
anything with BJ is like, you know, I remember just stories with me, Binky, BJ, all of us down in Atlanta, and just, you know, we were mischief, but man, but just
Did y'all
BJ
know?
make it up.
Did y'all know that BJ was sick?
Yeah, we
I
kind of.
found out in high school.
Yeah, it was high school right around the time we found out.
But he was tough.
Yeah.
He was one of those type of people. I mean, people that know about sickle cells. You know, shout out to the people that's trying to help with that and trying to find some cures for that. That's a deadly disease. It's hard to see somebody go through one of those crises. It really, it's really hard to see that.
Yeah.
The way the doctor, when I went to see him one time in the hospital, was like, it's like your blood cells form like a sickle. It's like screws going through your veins. That's how much
And the
pain they
pain.
in.
Yeah.
So and when I heard that, that just made me give him. It just made me put him on a whole nother level, just because of how tough he was.
When you lost him, do you feel like that was a moment where it's like, if I need to tell my boys I love them, if I need to hang with my boys more, this would be the time? Or do you feel like you are already that close?
We were already.
I think we was already that close.
Yeah.
We was already that close.
But with BJ losing him, I think it brought y'all even closer.
Yeah, you
I think
watched.
so.
You remember
there.
BJ? Yeah, you was right.
I was there. I remember the day that we all were up at the hospital. Do y'all remember that?
Oh, yeah, no,
That was like a shocking.
A lot of things happened, but see, you
Yeah.
got to think we going through a time where we thought we was invincible.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we
Yeah.
thought death. We didn't think that death was possible. So to lose BJ, I mean, it kind of
That was a lot.
it created a lot of kind of like understanding in our life. Like, man, we're not invincible. We got to be grateful for the day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So overall,
I
man.
tell you what, for 2 weekends though,
Man,
I was just gonna count was we at your house.
I bet if he wasn't with us in spirit for them 2 weekends, I don't know what it was.
We were strong for
Yeah.
that.
Remember
we
him.
went Project
Right.
X
So
party
what?
2 weekends in a row.
BJ was special though.
Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday, both days, both weekends.
Yeah.
BJ was special.
Yeah. What's something that you can say that you can remember from, like, pick a person, because all of y'all are like brothers. What's something that you can say that stands out to you that you can say that I'm proud of you for? Your friend, like, this accomplishment that you've done, this is something that you've said to me that has changed my life, changed the trajectory of my thinking. You know what I mean? When you pick one, all of y'all are together, but like, what do you say, man, this is my brother? He told me this one time I was headed down this road and boom, I just had this conversation with him and he changed my whole
I don't know if any of us have let each other get off track.
Yeah.
Like,
You think?
Yeah,
like
that far.
the checks and balances have always been there.
Good.
Even when it comes to, I remember when Binky met you.
Yeah.
Just the far as just the checks and balances that went into that, and just for him to be able to tell me, no, G, this is her,
Is it?
and I know my boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So overall, man, we've been sound cats. I mean, we ain't never been out here trying to be thugs and just
Yeah.
do the crazy stuff or whatever. We've actually kind of pushed the lane where we just been just the good dudes, just the good dudes. I mean, and people seen it, So overall, I think accountability from one brother to another, not standing for just craziness. If I was to get out of line, Binky would check me, Crump would check me. Mainly one thing about Binky now, Binky's always been kind of like, like when we go on these trips or whatever, everything falls in line when Binky's there. The money, everything. it don't make a difference because he lines everything up. It's like one of them things, even when we played football, like I used to think, I know what I was on the field, but it's Binky or Lil Ray or some shit that talking to me, and they'll hold me accountable. When I was at the highs of my mindset, they could tap in. Cal could tap into me, and like you don't get that privilege unless you are something and you're a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to play football with Crump, but I played basketball.
You got to play basketball.
Crump was all playing basketball. He was out there with Coach Rose, tucking the shorts up tight and stuff like that. But overall, for realness, the accountability of brothers, and even when it comes to us being husbands and stuff like that, man, we've held each other tight on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's made us good good friends all the way through. And you just watch us, man. We ain't just got no mess around us.
It's
No,
so
we don't.
it's so
Yeah.
many of us. Like
Yeah.
what people be, it's a lot of us. Like we just because we had the same classes, but it's a lot of us. But each one of these dudes at this table plus some has said something to influence my life or a decision I could have made going down the wrong road. It ain't nothing specific. It could be Kyle saying, "Hey, man, you sure you wanna?" You know, man, look, Gail was doing this or whatever. You know, you might have to switch up. Or Crump saying, "Man, dude," I said, like, "Dude, cheating on the dice." You know what I'm saying? Make you be like, yeah. Or G, like, "Oh man, we probably want to take this route right here." You know what I'm saying? Because last time I went this way. But each one of us, like he said, the accountability is everything, and we take it like because it's from his. You know, have you ever? Some people can say something like, "I ain't trying to hear what he talking about," but when your friend, like, it's hard to really have really true friends. These are my friends. We never mess with each other's girls. We never stole from each other. We never said bad things about each other to other people. Now, we'll burn on each other all day.
Yeah.
But if somebody else is burning on him,
Yeah.
then me and Kyle will get on dude. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't let, and then we don't let people badmouth each other. So it's just, it's not an instance. It's just we really like a lifestyle friends. We not just have these little instances. We have a lifestyle and a bond as friends.
Yeah.
It's been the strength of my life, like strength. I mean, like for all the people I deal with out here in the community and everything, and I've said this statement to many people. I don't, like even in the youth level, meeting parents and stuff, and I'll say it today, I don't have to have another friend another day in my life.
Wow.
I am cool with friends. So what y'all are looking for me to get close to you all or whatever, I'm here to do a job.
Yeah.
I'm here to develop your kid, and within that, if you get to know me, that's your blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But from a fact of friends,
I got 'em.
And I don't gotta prove myself to you. My friends are connected to somebody that you know.
Yeah.
Ask them who I am. I'm good.
Yeah.
So that's my power. My power is my people. And within that, I mean, it's held me to a point where, man, just walk in my lane
Yeah.
and just keep pushing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember, I know, you talking about how we take each other's word, you know what I'm saying, listen to each other's advice and stuff like that. I remember this particular time, G came over to the house to see me. And I was still trying to play some football, some of this minor league stuff. G sat on the bed. Yeah, we was saying, I'm watching TV. He said, "Hey man, it's about time to let that shit go, man." I'm right there with it because I got a concussion right now. And like, I had a few of them. He said, "Man, we ain't getting paid for this shit." He was like, "Man, we got, he said, you got kids, he had another time, thing, you know what I'm saying? He said, you got kids, I gotta go to work in the morning, man." He said, "Nah, because he played also with us 1 year, you know what I'm saying?" This was happening last year. He said, "Nah, I'm here with you, you know what I'm saying, for this year," but he said, "Hey man, we can't do this. You can't do this forever. You know what I'm saying? Or not even not forever." He's like, we're not getting paid for this now.
Yeah.
He said, "You think about that." You know what I'm saying? And I listened to him. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just I made some different choices, and I didn't stay at school. You know what I'm saying? G went on, played at college. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I decided, through my choices, whatever, I didn't. So for me, this was kind of like a little. A little get back, a little, you know what I'm saying? So
to live out what you wanted to do.
Yeah. For a hot minute. So
And then you had the concussions, and G was like, "Look,
he come there, he's like, "Man, I think that's enough."
And I jumped out there because of him. And I'm out there, and I'm trying to knock people chin straps loose. And I'm saying to myself, why am I doing this?
I ain't got no scholarship. I ain't got nothing. I'm just out here.
I said, I was already came to grips with my life. I said, I am done with football.
Yeah.
But yet, I see the boys out here playing. I said, man, is there something out of this?
Yeah.
And it took me one time to see one dude get hurt. I think he tore his knee up.
They went out there with no trainer in sight.
Not trainer in sight.
No ambulance in sight. Wasn't nothing. So I'm watching this whole process. When I'm used to the medical card coming on, everything, you know, it's a whole big thing with this right here. Surgery the next day type of stuff.
Yeah.
This right here, this boy was sitting on they picked him up and put him on that little bench that was made out of wood, little 2x8s or whatever, and he sat there with that leg propped up, and he was there. The game went on, but he was in pain.
Oh my
and then when the game was over, everybody shook hands. He got in the car. I said, you know what? That's all right.
Hey, y'all learned that late because I learned it at going to them turkey bowls up at UM Park. And I'm gonna go up and play some football. No equipment.
Never.
I was out there and was running.
Yeah.
And was like getting ready to make a tackle. I'm like, man, I ain't got on no helmet.
Right.
I eventually went and kind of eased on them. You know how they show that meme where Homer Simpson sliding in the bush? I eased on over to the sideline. I said, this is wild. Big John Jordan, them a running back.
Man.
I'm like, no. And then they getting, their teeth is getting, I'm like, they out here playing like this for what, bragging rights? No, I'm not gonna play. I'll watch him burn, but I ain't gonna play.
Yeah. I want to say, so Crumpy is the cook. He the cook out of the crew, ain't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
Now, everybody at this age, everybody know a little something. You
but
know what I'm
Crump was
saying?
the cook coming up.
You told me that the first time you had an omelet was Crumpy.
Yeah.
Right? And Crump was burning on it, huh?
Yeah, man, Crump, man, you know, he came over there.
I know Crump can cook.
Y'all want an omelet? Y'all want an omelet? Like, yeah, man, you know. I'm thinking his mama them gonna make us, because we go over by each other's houses growing up.
Yeah.
Parents cook, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Crump came down there, that mug looked like a
Big too, about,
half oval,
about 4 eggs.
stuff sticking up out of meat. Shit, I'm like, whoa, what is
That's
this?
right up in the alley right there.
I almost probably ate my omelet like this. He was like, man, I said, what's that? He was like, that's an omelet, baby. You know, Crump, when he talk, it's an omelet, baby. He got your chest out a little bit, let a nigga know that this is what I do.
Yeah.
Like, man, this is fire right here. And then he used to make these cookies. Cookies used to be about that big.
I forgot
About
about
that
that.
thick, and he used to keep them in this little, look like an oatmeal jar, but it was like a jar.
Big old jar. Yeah,
Every day I came over Crump house.
hit that jar.
Oh yeah, it's plenty of them. I might get 2 of them up out of here. But yeah, for real, yeah, Crump was the cook.
Yeah.
So it didn't shock you when Crump created Ooh Daddies?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That was right up.
You see, there's even stories to why Ooh Daddy's come. But he always like I encourage him. I know all of us probably have, but I encourage him like, man, you like to cook, bro.
do
That's
it.
what you like to do.
Yeah.
You might well get paid to do what you like to do.
Yeah. Right.
And how many albums sold since you started?
Oh no, I ain't.
Got to be in the thousands.
I'm platinum. I'm platinum. I'm platinum now.
You got. So what's your biggest seller?
Yeah.
Man, I honestly don't know.
puddings or the
It's
strawberry
in between the strawberry shortcake and banana
It's not
pudding.
short, it's shout.
Yeah, it's a shout. My fault. Excuse me, I was politically correct. I be incorrect. Yes, I don't know. It's between the shortcakes and the pudding, though.
Yeah.
Definitely, but
Cooking,
Man.
what does that do for you, cooking?
man, it's cool because like it's something that you can actually do and you can see like you can get your instant gratification from it.
Yeah.
Cause somebody gonna hit that spoon and be like, you gonna see that facial expression. You know, they gonna be like.
Yeah, that do make you feel good.
I had a dude one day, man. I went up in Princess, took my desserts in Princess. The dude said, somebody said, "What you got right there?" I said, "It's banana pudding and strawberry shortcake." So, what it said? I want a banana pudding. So it was a dude sitting there, an old school cat. Nigga had almost looked like he had a curl, but it wasn't no curl. Yeah. But he had it pulled back in a little ponytail. And I remember him saying, man, I don't eat everybody banana pudding, man. You know what I'm saying? He said something, I don't know. And I said, oh, it's cool. I ain't pressing you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pressure on my boy. And so the person next to him got some banana pudding. So I said, I'm staying right here. I said, you tell me how you like it so your boy can see your face.
Yeah.
So he hit it, he said, oh yeah, this the truth. This the real deal right here. Man, let me go and get one up. Let me see what you're talking about. So he got one.
He gave me that ratatouille.
So I went on up at Miss Andre and dropped off my stuff and came on back. Yeah. And I said, what you think about it, boss? Oh man, is there some more back here? I said, yeah, go on back.
That's the
same dude. I said,
that ratatouille.
I couldn't see what he had on, but I'm pretty sure he had on.
He went back all his brains.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had on the church shoes with no socks. He wasn't them kind of cat.
One thing I wanted to say is that I watch you all, when we have engagements and things over to the house, and it seems like that we tend to have a lot of stuff going on all the time, and we always invite you all. And one thing that I love about you all and y'all's bond and y'all support as brothers is that you always show up for each other. You always show up for each other. I can remember when G's son, it was his senior year, that last game we went to.
Oh,
we went to, and
that was hype.
Oh my God, we were all setting up and everything. But I just remember how everybody was there, and it was like, what was that, touchdown? And it wasn't a touchdown.
It wasn't a touchdown.
Raggedy. You know what I mean? It was just.
No, that was a touchdown.
It was bring up bad things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But I just remember how y'all, the support and the love.
The pictures. I look back at pictures and I say to myself, man, y'all was with me. It almost brings a tear to my eye because at the end of the day, man, that was a precious moment. And y'all was there through it, you know what I'm saying? And then for my son, just to see my son grow. And then to see the people that always meant something to me. Everybody was there. And I think that's the biggest thing. From seeing Carmen to seeing Maya right there, just seeing them grow, just seeing it's important. Kylan, you know what I'm saying? There's so many. Crump might got one or two out there.
Ain't one or two.
but overall.
Crumpy, I didn't say it.
They ain't got a double Dutch team out there.
But that's the importance of it. I can remember when we first opened Rock the Bells. As raggedy and beat up as it was, y'all was up there. Cal, you remember you was up there pain. Get down, y'all was
y'all
up there.
Y'all didn't ask us for a dime.
No.
Y'all, it was like y'all were hyped like that. But that's how we are. If I remember G came and got that navigator. Yeah. It felt like I had a navigator. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Crump come through with the old school, or cause we big gamblers, so we've always been gamblers. If one of us hit, we feel like we all came up. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we are. Yeah. That's just how we are.
I love the bond that you all have. I can remember now. I told Binky, I asked Binky if it was okay if I bring it up, G. And you don't know, but. I remember when I first had the vision to do my women's empowerment events. And it was at a time when we didn't have a lot of money. Okay. You know what I mean? But I had the vision to do it. And I remember that we went to this hotel and the lady told us how much it was. And I was just like, man, I really want to do it. You know what I mean? And so Binky was like, we're going to get it. Don't worry about it. We're going to take care of it. And later on, Binky told me, I just want you to know, G gave us the money to be able for you to have this first event. And I was just like, really? Are you for real? You know what I mean? It meant so much, but I never ever told you thank you. So I just wanted to tell you thank you because look what Bella is now.
That's dope.
And then Crumpy, you did my desserts.
Yeah, I remember
the very
that.
first.
Hey, well, I was hyped too. I said, I gotta do these desserts for Bella.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
and every single time, y'all, when the girls have something, birthdays.
What number? Raisins and crackers is nigga.
They hate on the shortcakes.
The shortcakes was popping. Yeah. But I can remember this last time Carmen had like a cheer thing. You know what I mean? Like they was trying to donate, and Carmen was last minute telling us that we gotta have this money donate. And I can remember we saw that text come through from Uncle Kyle and Aunt Nene, and then Uncle Crump and G. Uncle G. Y'all always are there for our family. I just hope and pray y'all feel the love from us, the love and support. And just how you all are stand-up men, stand-up guys. Y'all love y'all's family. Y'all love y'all's moms. So I want to say this. What type of impact did it make on you when you lost your dad? Because I think all of y'all have lost y'all's dads. Am I correct in saying that? Were you all young?
We young now.
Yeah,
we were young.
I think you're getting on up there. I don't know.
No,
but were y'all like teenagers?
I can't remember who was the first one.
I was like 25.
Who was in the 20s? Because I
I
remember
might have
going
been
to
the
your
first one
dad.
lost.
I was
with that.
Y'all was in the 30s? We was in the 30s? Okay.
I think I was like, man, I had to be right around 21, 22.
Yeah, you was the first.
Yeah.
I think Pop died in 2003.
I was late.
But their dads were in their life.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't.
Okay.
My dad, it's kind of like one of them things growing up, you realize that your dad, wanted to be in your life more, but it just didn't kind of like work out like that.
Is that why you're so intentional with your kids now?
Oh man, all day long.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Everything.
Because you are very intentional.
Everything that I do, everything that I'm about is about taking progressive steps forward. So if I didn't have it, or if I knew it was the way, then definitely I'm trying to make sure my kids have it. Not to mention now, as I've developed my kids and making sure they've had the right things. Now I push that on to the youth.
Yeah.
So overall, we if a dad is not involved now with some of these kids, we got a plan.
I love it.
We got a plan. But
But
no,
your dad was a dentist,
Yeah.
right? And so, how impactful was that? Did you say, I want to make my dad proud? Did he cook?
Yeah. My dad used to get down. So like, my dad used to do all that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking about
beans.
the cow. See, I know they remember them cowboy beans. You make them cowboy beans.
Yeah.
And then they come down there. I'm talking about, man, my dad one of them type people. When he cook, he don't cook no. It ain't finna be no
Always
little
made
pot.
plenty.
I'm talking about the pot this big, this wide.
There's only 4 of them in the house.
And it's meat. I don't even know my brother. I don't think my brother was there. He might have been out. But it was just 3 of us. And my mom used to be like, who you cooking all this stuff for? He was like, well,
somebody might come
there's
over.
a bit.
Yeah,
Clean the
my
dishes.
daddy had friends that come over there all the time.
Man, all the
you
time.
told me when y'all would be hanging out over there, it wouldn't be nothing for Crump's dad to be like, y'all.
Man, y'all hungry?
Come in that house 2 o'clock in the morning.
What'd he say?
Y'all hungry? Man, we growing boys 16, 15, 14. Yes, sir. We hungry. And we could have been.
When it got all them
I'm
crystals.
talking about crystal. He used to bring home these smoked wings and
From
plates of
knockout
baked beans.
wings.
Just all kind of stuff.
Knockout
man.
wings,
I ain't never say no to nobody.
None of that.
I don't care. I could have just ate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes.
We need kids.
Because I could.
Trish Marshall had some stuff over there.
Oh, man.
Trish Marshall had them bags.
Because y'all used to hang out on the
But
cow
Kyle
house
mama
and
used to
carry.
cook for the family.
Oh man.
If there's any little bit left,
Ain't it a little bit? Ain't it a little
because
bit?
you to get the cow in the room, you had to walk through
Hey,
the
the kitchen so did.
And when you walk through the kitchen, I don't know about y'all, but your eyes will be like, is there anything over there? Them wings,
Them cabbage
Them
little
cabbage
things, the little
casserole.
cabbage thing. Yeah.
Anything with them
man.
bags, them rental wrap bags. Oh man, that chicken. Oh man. Oh,
But
good.
yeah, so how impactful? What would you say something that your dad left an impact in your life?
Man, my pops was the type that, like, my uncle used to tell me all the time. Like, because me and my pops, we really didn't, he was kind of, my mama was more the disciplinarian. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you handle them and I'm going to bring, I'm going to go out, make the money, pay the bills. All this. So, like, when he would come home, it was kind of like, man, let me make sure I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's straight type thing. But so, as I got older, it was kind of like when we really kind of started, you know what I'm saying, talking and this, that, and other. I'm like, oh, this nigga funny. You know what I'm saying? He's having me tripping off of stuff.
Yeah.
So, like my uncle used to tell, he always tell me stories, and they, you know what I'm saying, I'd be tripping. I'm like, man, for real? He be telling me stuff that I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it was almost like you was trying to hide, not hide, but just wouldn't tell me. So I'd be like, no, this is the stuff I needed to know. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be kind of hyped.
Yeah.
But nah, he was just the type that he'd be like, man, my uncle used to say, because we used to gamble, we used to shoot dice down there,
Yeah.
and my dad didn't never trip off of it.
Yeah.
You know, so my mama used to always say, everything cool, just do not block my garage door while I can come in, because if you block that door, she
That's
coming
it.
in snap.
Snap.
I'm talking about snap when they
And
come.
everything is over.
Yeah, but we used to do it, man. I'm
Move
talking about
down
it's just.
there.
It used to be why was what it used to call the house of sin. He used to call my mama the house of sin. He used to do everything. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of them
It
walls.
was amazing. It was amazing.
But this nigga come in there and we used to have the stereo system downstairs. So like we might be getting ready to go to a party or something or getting ready to do something. And I'd be like, man, let me go over here and put my clothes on. I wouldn't be upstairs 30 seconds. Man, he got the music banging. I'm talking about, no, Kim, I'm talking about
Nah, man. You just had to turn the music up
turn
that
it up.
loud.
Bella. When I say
Did you have
banging,
4 speakers
I
down
guarantee you could be at the neighbor's house and
And
hear
they can hear it word
Because
for word.
because the system was really kind of too much for down there, but it used to be banging. I'd be like, man, cut it down. But my dad was just he was cool, you know. He but it was just kind of person like when he talked, you listen, you know what I'm saying, kind of.
Do you feel like
he
you
didn't
like
say
him a lot?
Yeah,
You see yourself in him?
yeah. With certain things, yeah. Most definitely. Like, he was super, especially like with the cooking and stuff, because he used to cook a lot.
Different.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get that. My mama say I don't cook, but she be cooking and everything be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm be like, mama, you lying? You cook?
The best stories is Cal's and Carrie's dad.
Man,
What? Oh
The
man.
best stories.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about screaming, laughing off of it.
Yeah.
Kyle them house was kind of like his house was kind of like because they had the game.
Yeah.
And we used to play the Sega. At first it was the Nintendo,
Nintendo.
but it was kind of early. That was like
Genesis.
early 7th grade. But by the time that Genesis came out, they house, we was up there getting. It might be 8, 9 of us back, and we down there
In
getting
that little
down.
bitty room.
Yeah.
And then
Little
Pops
bit
will come
rough.
in.
Yeah, but he didn't. It just depend on it just depend on how drunk he was.
Yeah.
And what mood he was in. Sometimes he'd be like, "Hey, y'all gotta get the fuck up out." You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he might want to sit down and just be right in the middle of it and just talk and you know what I'm saying, laugh and stuff like
Pops
that.
never put me
I
out.
said, no, he never. Well, I ain't even finna go in the hoop.
Pops never.
But yeah, it's the times, you know what I'm saying, he just depending on how it was, but
Yeah.
how bad off it was. But you know what I'm saying, like I said, for people didn't know, he was an alcoholic, but it was like, it was
It was
He was
control.
still a
It was
good dad.
control.
he was
still
still
a
a
great
good
dad.
dad, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like all the experiences, all the life experiences and stories and just stuff that he taught us and did and actually, you know, put us through good and bad, you know what I'm saying? Help, you know what I'm saying, help make me who I am. And,
Yeah.
So you
and
taught
a
you
lot
how to
of the-
drive home when
And
you learned
I
to
just-
drive?
Man, like 13, like 12,
And I
12,
just
13.
recently saw a picture of him, and y'all look just
Yeah.
like, y'all look just like. And I don't want to take away because it's Kels and Kamitra. I just said Carrie's. It's more. And is
Yeah.
it another? How many?
Yeah, I got an older brother named Lonnie.
Lonnie,
But
okay.
that's my dad.
I just didn't want to
That's
not
a
bring them up
that's a stepson.
because y'all the
Yeah.
kids too.
Yeah.
So
But,
you Binky, what y'all gonna say? So was he made an impact? You feel like he made an impact?
Yeah,
What was the impact?
I
Yeah.
definitely feel like, especially like, so like to good and the negative. You know what I'm saying? Like the bad stuff I took, and I made sure, you know, at early age, I told my mom I'm not gonna be like daddy. You know what I'm saying? On certain. So so every time, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I was in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I made sure that if I was gonna be in a relationship, I'm gonna do the best I can. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Because I saw my dad. He was hard. You know what I'm saying? He was hard on. You know what I'm saying? He was hard on my mom. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, he was a provider. You know what I'm saying? He kept a roof over our head. You know what I'm saying? He kept a roof over our head, food to eat. You know what I'm saying? We had a car to drive when we got to driving. You know, it'll be times like he'll be passed out on the couch. And we ain't had, you know, we 14, ain't got no license, 15, but he, you know, he'd already taught us how to drive, you know, 13, 14. So we would get the keys. We'll sneak the keys. Me and my brother would take turns get saying like, no, you get the keys this time. You know what I'm saying? So get the keys. The other one might have to go in his pocket to get the he had an Amoco gas card. So one had to get the gas card, you know what I'm saying? We had to swap, you know what I'm saying?
You get the keys, he get the car.
Yeah,
This
we
is
had
if
to
he
swap
drunk and
responsibility.
sleep.
Yeah,
This is-
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, summertime, you know what I'm saying? Summertime, 14. So we want to go hoop.
Yeah.
So I hit up Crump, Payne across the street, Rob, you know what I'm saying, Marco. And my daddy had this I think it was like an 88 Cutlass Sierra. So it had the bench seat, so we could actually probably squeeze 4 in the front, you know what I'm saying? And definitely we could get 5 in the back. So once we made our stops around the neighborhood to pick up the car, we would go get my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
We go get Jeff.
Strong
Yeah,
guy.
go get Strong Valley. And we go to Haynes Manor, pick him up, because he was like, at the time, if we 14, he's like 19. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just because he was the main hooper. You know, I mean he could hoop, but you know, just also, you know, we got that kind of adult presence in the car. You know what I'm saying? So we go pick him up. Then we might go shoot basketball at Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? All day. You know what I'm saying? I got the gas card, so we getting snacks for everybody. We getting snacks, filling up the tank. You know what I'm saying? And then we get back to the house. You know what I'm saying? At the end, he's like, "Man, where y'all been? Pops, you said we could use the car."
He can't even argue that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Y'all like, yeah, that worked. Yeah, you seen it.
So he made a huge impact in your life.
but we know with that, just and like also, you know, like I said, he taught me what not to be and what to be as far as taking care of your family. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
definitely that was, you know.
Yeah,
He-
and you're an amazing hutchman and daddy, by the way.
I appreciate
High five you.
Oh man, thank
Grumpy.
you.
Big
Big Butch used to come through.
Yeah.
The most one of the most memorable moments I've ever remembered. We was in the wrestling gym. We working out. We getting it in. Me, Binky, we probably might be back to having them conversations we talking about. That door swung open. Big Butch came in and Garfield. Was it Garfield?
Yeah, Garfield. Yeah.
They had the big boots on this day. They came in stomping. We was almost done with the power drills. Wrestling practice on.
Yeah.
Butch took off them boots and worked Cal.
He was wrestling with him.
Worked them. And the only thing I can say to myself, I wish my daddy would do this right here. I wish this is it right here. He was working on it.
That was funny. Classic.
I done heard that story. Let me tell you this. Tell me about the impact that daddy made on you.
My dad, my dad, I always saw my dad treat my mom well. He wasn't the perfect dad, but he was a good dad. He worked. I always seen him work. And I always just saw how he treated my mother. I've never seen my dad raise his voice. Well, I've never really seen him argue, but he's always just talked about how pretty she was. Always, you know what I'm saying? She complained about him about a lot of stuff, but he always just, but that was one of the biggest impacts on me. And then as I got older, we became more like friends. And then that's like Crump said, he started to tell me a lot about his youth and his life and certain things of, like, if he could see me kind of venturing off a little bit, he'll be like, "Hey man, what you got going on? You know, like, you know, who is this? Or who is that you brought over here the other night? That ain't your normal friends, or what them niggas doing down the street? You hang with them?" I'm like, "No, I don't really hang with them. They cool, but I don't really hang with them." Or this and that, or here's a bag of condoms, or, you know, just different stuff. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but there was just stuff that he did that let me know, like, I'm here, bruh, if you want to talk to me. And then when I got older, I used to just talk to him and tell him different stuff. And I hate that I missed. He got a chance. He didn't get to see me get married and stuff like that, and that sticks with me. But you know, I had him for the time that I had him for, so that was cool in my 20s. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. Y'all have great memories of y'all's pops, and he made a big impact in y'all's lives. And was it your mom that held y'all together?
It was my mom. It was my mom, and like I would always tell everybody that, you know, for me, you know, my mom, she was, I think, at 2 is when we came to Tennessee, and she took a chance through co-op, and she came, and you know, and she worked, and she worked, and she was a woman that just worked just to provide for me and my brother, and my dad's outside of, you know, my father, which you know was not here. I had a stepfather which was Kenneth, and he was in place for, you know, a period of time. But outside of that, coaches were my fathers, and then their fathers. So you know what they had at their home, they didn't know that I was pulling from it.
Yeah.
Just like Binky Daddy, you know, I can always remember like stories. I remember the one day I'm out there, I'm at Daddy's house, and it's 2 good stories, but the one day was when Rashawn he had his car. I can't remember what type of car it was, and it was some mud or something, or some tar or something on the car. And Rashawn was like, "Dad, I can't get this off. I can't get this off." Big Daddy was on the porch real calm. "Just keep rubbing it, son. just keep rubbing.
Come on. Come on.
It was just so true. It was so true. And I said to myself, man, oh man, that was classy right there. That's a good, that's real, man, cool. I'm talking about sitting back on, and then like, it might have been that same paradox right there that where they had dogs. They had a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
And so his dad used to talk about, man, I had a rough day today at work. Man, I went out there and I had to pick up a wolf.
Oh, wow.
Wolf. It was a wolf or something like that. And he said, hybrid wolf. He telling this story. He said, yeah, they know when the real dog is in the cage. He said that wolf was on that side, all the mother dogs on the other side. And so I'm listening to all these stories, but I'm taking stuff from everybody's dad. Because I need, you know, for me, because I missed out on a lot of, because after games, and I'm like somewhat of the, you know, the star. I did a lot.
Was the star?
Yeah.
You know, but I did a lot, but outside of being something, I had nothing. Nobody was coming up to me at the end of the game to say, "Great job."
Yeah.
You know, it'll be their dad saying, "Gee, good job, boy." You know.
And you come over our house, spend the night after the game.
Yeah, and that's part of what Butch would let me. That's why I said I never got put out in Butch house. But there was some cats came through the door, boy, you.
Get
You know
the
what
fuck
I'm saying? Straight up. So over that, you know, it was a whole chemistry where we became close, but their families allowed me to be like a piece of the family.
Yeah.
So overall.
So each other's moms was like y'all's moms.
Yeah,
Each
all
other's
the time.
dads was like y'all's
I remember
dads.
being over Binky house, and I used to love how his mama and daddy would play board games. So if you go there, like we would go in and we get on the board games. Man, his daddy, I'm the one. That's the reason why I bought Sequence, because it was like,
Man, I remember playing that on the first
to go
time
to
I
Jackson,
played.
you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I remember, you know, his mama, Miss Bell, she got mad at us one time because we let Payne borrow our game system, and she heard that. She said, what? She said, y'all don't need to be doing that. She said, your mama work hard for them games and stuff like that. You don't need to be letting that boy borrow y'all game system. We was like, yes, you know, like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. We ain't gonna do that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she was right. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like none of their parents was you know, they treated like their kids too, and they was not afraid to discipline us or to chastise us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to G's mom, like he said, she was I mean, she would work for them, and you know, and then us being kids, we gonna take advantage. I remember one time, hey boy, me and G on a school night, baby. I said, Mama, can I stay over at G's house? She said, school night. I said, I know.
School night.
Yeah. I said, we just finna. I said, we got tested. We got, you know, me and him got to study for, and I just want to, you know, help him. G struggling. I just want to help him with it. He said, okay, baby, y'all call me, get over there, y'all.
Yeah.
Man, get over G. I don't know. G is up. Sorry, we ride back to G house. get it, you know what I'm saying? We chilling for a minute. It was Tuesday night. It was the Malibu. It was college. It was college night, baby. It was college
I already
night.
had that plan.
Man, I already had that plan.
Let's get to it now.
Man, me and G went in that college. We went down to Ujamas and got some 40s. Man, I'm probably 2 or 3 of them actually, because that next morning, hey, we kicked it in college night too. I danced in there. I danced in there from the beginning to the end. I was in English first period. That morning, man, my feet was hurting so bad. My head was hurting so bad because like we only had like about 2 hours of sleep, and I had been drinking all that beer. So my head was, I was just feeling so lightheaded. I was like, Miss Williams, she was like, yeah, babe. I said, can I go to the vending machine and get me a drink? I said, I'm not feeling good. I was hung.
Hey, my boy, the hang on high school.
Hey, we kicked it that night.
It was a long night.
Hey, we kicked it heavy that night. That was a good night.
So y'all love football. So we got 49ers,
Bang, bang.
the Steelers,
And
and them boys.
And them boys.
Who going to the Super Bowl? If
know,
y'all
yeah.
had to pick
You already know.
out of these three.
You already know we right back.
Who done been there most recently? That's all I gotta say.
If we gotta pick out of the 3, is you know what it is.
The Titans, y'all. The Titans. Where we at? We all together in one little pot.
Who done smashed all of them?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Let's see, with me,
Next question, please.
With me, we got to get on this right here.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of that right there.
Hey, well, I don't know.
Now we all UT.
Some of that right
we all
there.
UT.
They know where we sit at right here
I don't know
now.
about this shit.
No more saving.
Next question, please.
Binky don't want to go into it.
No more
I
saving.
think we did good. This is a pretty dope conversation. If we had to wrap things up, if you had some advice to give another young man, what would you give them? Some dope advice if they came to you and wanted to tell you something. What's something that you feel like that's carried you to this point that you held on to? What's some advice that you would give?
I would tell any young man to stand on business. And that means stand on what you believe, bro. This world has got you going this way, that way, make you feel bad if you feel a certain way and you ain't running with everybody else. Bro, be you, stand on what you stand on, and don't waver from it.
Yes.
Don't be scared to be educated about something, because it could help you to change your mind, but be who you are, go for what you're going to go for, and just stand on business.
Business. Love it, love it. And who's next? Anybody else got some advice?
Man, I'm gonna tell them listen to their parents
Yeah.
and quit believing everything you see on social media. Like,
Yeah.
man, just it's entertainment.
Yeah,
Like we
it's
grew
not
up.
real.
When you
Yeah.
think about it, we grew up in the era of Ice Cube, Eazy-E, them, Too Short.
Jay-Z, all of them.
Like I'm thinking even before that, like the real, like when gangster rap first started.
Yeah.
And we had a good foundation at home where we could decipher and knew that this was entertainment. This wasn't
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah,
Like this
story.
what they,
It was
you
like
know
a
what I'm saying?
book.
You knew it
Yeah,
It was like a book.
or a
Like we
movie.
knew, like oh man, these cats just all these rap cats, man, it's not for real.
Yeah.
And I just see like this younger generation like mimicking everything that they hear in these songs.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like, man, y'all got to.
That stuff's not real.
Yeah, it's not real. It's not real.
For me, it'd be just lock in. Lock in, understand what are the directions of success. And as you understand directions of success, find the lane that fits you the best and attack that. And especially as a younger age, you know, don't take no days off. Go as hard as you can.
Lock in.
Go as hard as you can and network. You know, I always tell kids, you know, like, be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of the lanes that you're in and speak. Shake hands, network, talk to people. Because a closed mouth can never be fed.
Get
So
fed.
talk to
That's true.
people. Talk to people, network, show them you're a good person. Show to them that you're a man of your word or a woman of your word and you can deliver. Because at that point, then that's when, you know, your name elevates.
Yeah.
But don't waste time. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't look down the road. Understand what it is today to
to carpe diem.
Yeah.
Just seize it.
Cal, what you got?
I guess in honor of the dope conversation, as far as being friends, man, I think it's 1 Samuel somewhere in there. It says you find a friend that's closer than a brother. Man, you need your family, but you also, if you find you a solid friend, man, cling to him, because you can't make it through this life by yourself, man. You can't do nothing by yourself. You can't have if you have any type of success, you haven't done it on your own. And just if you find good people in your life, cling to them.
Yeah.
And go to church.
Go to
Yes, sir.
church.
Yes, sir.
Definitely
Yeah,
gotta
church.
have God.
Yeah.
You gotta have God. Can I say one other thing? Please, if this help one person, just don't think that it's only one way. Like some people think school or college is the only way. It's not for everybody, man. Find you something you really like to do. Find you a trade, and you're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I just would advise you just to look at all your options and just pick the best path for you. And that's all I would say.
Yeah. I'm sitting at a table with some phenomenal stand-up men. Nobody's perfect, but they are true men. They have had this relationship, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, for 30 plus years. They still show up for each other. They love their families. They are respectful, successful young men, and I am honored to be at a table with some dope men. Thank y'all for a dope conversation. Is there anything else y'all want to say?
We love you.
Yeah. I love y'all.
Only thing I would say, like as we ended right here dealing with the youth and stuff like that, if there's anybody that have questions about, the directions of their kids or anything, reach out to my nonprofit, truelifesports.org. And within that, man, we're here to help navigate that, because all of the things that we push is things that we've learned through life. The mistakes, my whole goal and the goal of what we're pushing is to make sure the kids don't hit the same hurdles that we hit while we're running down the track. So
and that's truelifesports.com.
That's truelifesports.org.
Okay.
So,
And is there contact for Ooh Daddies?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm oodaddies at gmail.com.
There you go.
And oodaddies, at oodaddies on Instagram.
How many O's is in Udad?
Oh, it's OOOH. 3 O's and an H. DADD.
Oh.
Ooh, daddies. 'Cause when you taste it, you're going to say, ooh, daddy.
yeah.
Rock the Bells, B2.
Rock
Can we
the
get
Bells.
us some contact numbers?
Rock the Bells
This time?
Event Center, Rock the B2 Event Center, Bella Studios. I got the grass and the bricks too. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just kidding with that. But hit us up 615-566-9580, or you can hit us up on eventtective.com. It's a list of all the where we post our businesses for you to rent the spaces.
That's awesome. This was such a dope conversation. Thank you for listening and tuning in. Guys, is there anything else? Are we good?
No,
Man,
All right.
keep on
We
pushing.
love you big. Thank you for listening and tuning in. Bye.